Go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because...
And this will be caught at the 30. Nifty move. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devin Hester, 71 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion right, Debo. On play action, now Carr. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now Peterson. Throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's got Hester complete. Now the ball comes loose. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking to throw. Peterson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Back to throw. Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. So this, Charles, a tight game through the first 2 quarters, but they've come out in this second half and really took the fight to them.
And you and I both know that in the locker room at halftime, both sides' head coaches emphasize the first 5 minutes of the second half, getting out and establishing yourselves. One team has definitely done that.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now 14-0. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. But right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Quick throw there is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down. Robinson up the middle. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Carr. This is caught by Robinson. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Hester. Ooh, with a juke. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll go to Barkley again. Fighting his way through contact. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 28-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Carr to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jermaine Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. On the return, Hester. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here we go. Barkley, inside handoff. They find some open field here. Still going. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. To throw, it's Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. 3rd down and 13. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
It's taken to the 26. This one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all
Free kick
out.
out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to